Well, hi, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm Deanna Fenton, and I'm your host for Simple Steps to Online Success, this weekly Facebook Live video show. And I should not forget my friends on YouTube, because I'm also going live right now on YouTube through the beauty and magic of StreamYard. But that's a topic for another show. Today's topic is because there is a particular tool that is relatively new that a lot of people are getting quite excited about. But what I've seen is people are a bit confused or unclear about what this tool actually does. So I'm going to talk today about it, how I use it, and how I'm using it in conjunction with Kajabi, and why I feel that they are together the best of all possible worlds to do what we most want to accomplish, which is to amaze and delight our course students or members of our membership. And the main goal is to make sure that they can and do consume our content, because we can't really deliver the transformation that we promise with our digital products if people don't consume the content, right? So I'm going to share with you today this tool. Some of you are going to be familiar with it. You may be very familiar with it, and other ones, maybe you have not heard of this. So the first thing we're going to talk about, what is it? Well, it is a product called Searchie. And Searchie was developed by Stu McLaren and his business partners. So Stu is known, of course, as the membership guy. He is the creator of the Tribe course, the Tribe membership. He knows anything you need to know about creating, building, scaling membership sites. Well, one of the challenges, and this is a lesson for all of us, let me just put it this way. He realized he had a specific challenge in his business. And the challenge was they produced untold hours worth of video content. And because there was so much video content, there really wasn't an easy way to find it and index it and utilize all of this video content. So this, because his business partners are also involved in a software app development company, they decided to create a solution to their problem. And that solution became Searchie. And it was a way to upload video, index video, transcribe the video, and then make it accessible and searchable by keywords within the videos. So it was immediately, it was just intended as an internal tool that helped them solve a problem. But then very quickly they realized the power of this. And the power is an easy way to create and or upload video and make it searchable by transcribing it and using artificial intelligence to be able to create a search engine where people could search by keywords and be taken to that point in the video where that keyword was mentioned. So that became Searchie, and it became a public product. And as a proud member of Tribe, both the course and the memberships, I was a founding member of Searchie because I immediately realized how valuable this was going to be for my members in my membership. So just to give you the quick selling point for me was that now in my membership, because we do so many Q&As, and in the Q&As we cover a variety of different topics based on what everybody's questions are, my members know that they don't even need to take notes during the Q&As, because they can just make a notation of search for how to set up a lead magnet pipeline. And they can go back in the membership now, and I have a way that they can access the content inside of Searchie, and they enter that keyword, and it will pull up all the videos where that was mentioned, and they can click on it and go directly to that point in the video where that keyword was mentioned. So it has improved content consumption in the membership. One of the other benefits that I know Stu always touts is it reduces customer service questions. So if you're talking about something and you reference something, people don't have to contact your support, which if you're like me, it's just me and my VA, Jenny. So that reduces a lot of questions and repetitive questions quite often. So Searchie was fantastic. Is fantastic because I obviously am using it. So that is kind of the beginning stages of Searchie, and it is, I call it a video host. It truly is more than that because it does, again, transcribe, index, and makes the videos searchable. So then, again, as Stu was looking at Searchie, they were looking at another challenge that they had in the tribe course and the tribe membership, which is one of the biggest stumbling blocks that a lot of the members and students had was the tech. And I mean, not everybody is like me that loves this stuff and is willing to tinker with it, but the technology was limiting how much people were actually willing to go out and launch their memberships. So a few years ago, they were actually, they being Stu and North Results, the development part of his business, they were intending to create a content delivery platform. That kind of fell through, but then they started looking at Searchie. And how could they make Searchie a very easy to use tool to build a content platform for a membership? So that became Searchie Hubs. So I feel like I have talked a little bit about Searchie Hubs. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a lot more information in this presentation. But Searchie Hubs became a platform, a builder that takes that video content that you upload into Searchie and allows you to present it in a really easy to consume format. You can control what people see, who sees what content, and they're constantly innovating and they're constantly improving it week after week. So the question came up frequently, well, why do I need Kajabi if I can build it in Searchie Hubs? Well, and that is an extremely reasonable question, and it depends on, in my opinion, your stage of business as well as probably your audience. Because I want to talk really quickly about what I see as the different building blocks of a successful course and membership. Now, I'm going to list, and what I'm going to list is in an ideal world. I'm going to highlight the ones that are absolute must-haves, but there are also lots of options for each one of these. But let me just share that for me, you need a public content platform. And by that, I mean a website, frankly, a website and or blog, ideally both, because people, the way things work today in digital marketing, and it's frankly been this way for quite a while, is you need to have probably at least 7 touches, interactions, connections with somebody before they're ready to buy, or let's just say ready to make a decision about buying. So how most people uh, expedite that is you give people content, free content. They know who you are because you have a website that says, this is what I do, this is who I am. And by the way, this is my blog, my podcast, my video show, some content where you demonstrate expertise. So for me, this has always been a must-have. In this day and age, you might be able to get away with not having this in place immediately. I do think it's extremely beneficial, especially as you grow, because if you are trying to, again, reach a bigger audience, you do need to have something to continually put content in front of other people. And I know some of you are like, that's what social media is for. Well, guess what? You're sharing your content on social media, but the content lives someplace else. So just keep that in mind. This, I believe, is a must-have. And I know some of you are going to say, I just use my Gmail account to email people. Well, I hope it's no more than like 20 people, because Gmail will shut you down if you're really bulk emailing without using the required, and by required, I mean legal structure and standards of marketing email. So email marketing and automations, because you need to communicate. You need to communicate with prospective customers. You need to communicate with your students and members about content and the material that you have sold to them. So email marketing, and also especially automating it so that emails go out automatically without you having to manually set them up. To me, this is a must-have, right from the get-go. Doesn't have to be super fancy. You can start really slow and easy. And even today, now, even some of my favorite email marketing tools have free options that you can at least get started. Now, if you're going to market, and if you're trying to sell something, you need to be always be marketing. It's landing pages and sales pages. And landing pages can be to build your list by getting people to opt into a lead magnet, all the way up to having a sales page that actually communicates what it is you're trying to sell and links people to be able to purchase your course or membership. And I'll say, to a certain extent, starting out, maybe you don't need this, or you don't need something that's super full featured. I mean, you could probably get away. Again, there are plenty of stories of people that do a founding member launch in Tribe that all they did was email and post to a bunch of people that they had some connection to. They sent them a PayPal link and they had a membership. That does happen. You're not going to want to do that as you scale, because it's just going to be too hard. You need a way to take their money. And especially if it's a membership, you need a way to set up an automatic payment sequence where people are going to be billed and they're going to get charged on a monthly basis or even annual basis. So that is a way to check out, a way to have something like a shopping cart that connects to a payment processor. And this is, I think, people get a little confused, is quite often they're two separate things. Payment processing, typically Stripe and PayPal, have some options within their, what they offer to you to be able to actually do this part where people check out and actually then pay through them. Sometimes easy to implement, sometimes not so much. Like I said, there's plenty of stories, people that sent out emails or messages on Facebook, and simply send a PayPal link to get started. That can work. That can work. But long term, we're looking at building something that is long term and sustainable. Then, very important and a must have is a platform to deliver content. Platform for delivering content. I know a lot of people sometimes go straight to Facebook. Facebook scares me. Again, as a intermediary step to get started, you can do it. You absolutely can. Would I build my business on Facebook? No, I would not. Because Facebook can shut you down, a page, a group, your profile at any time. So I would prefer not to rely on that. But it can work to get you started, but at some point you are going to want to have a platform to deliver content. And then if it's a membership, and even if you have a course, this is often very, very valuable, a community. Now, a community you can have on Facebook, you still, ideally, if you can have some control over community, right at this point, there isn't a great option. It's almost always a third-party platform. If it's not Facebook, it's Mighty Networks, it's Circle, it's Tribe, it's one of those. So, community is important. It's a really nice to have. It's not a must have. So I don't want you to freak out about that. So having gone over that, I want to explain right now what the difference is between Kajabi, Searchie, and Searchie Hubs. And the reason I say Searchie and Searchie Hubs is because they're two separate things. They really are. They work together. They work within the same app structure, but you don't have to use both, or you can use one. You can use one, or frankly, you can use Searchie. But if you're using Searchie Hubs, you're using Searchie and Searchie Hubs. I'm going to explain. I know that just came across as super confusing. All right, let's take a look. Nope. Here we go. So if you are not familiar with Searchie, I gave you the quick history, came out of a need that Stu McLaren had to be able to access and index video content in his business. He recognized the value of offering this to course and membership site creators who were also creating a lot of video content. And I said that, course and membership, but even just podcasting, you don't even have to be selling a course or a membership. If you have a podcast, this is a great way to give more value through the audio content that you are creating. So they have this whole explanation. So I love, they've kind of worked on their messaging. And Searchie is the fastest way to manage, package, and share your video content so your team and customers get better results. I love that they put team in there, because actually what they've discussed over the past week or so is how you can use Searchie to create standing operating procedures in your business. So you have video training and you have a process to put your team members through, or a database for them to reference how to do things in your business. Again, a fantastic use for Searchie. So this is their messaging. This is their site, searchie.io. I will post that link in the comments after our broadcast. Now, as I said, for me, there's two things. There is Searchie and the way you can upload video, you can transcribe video automatically, and you can index that content automatically. Phenomenal tool to be able to do that. They have a structure, and oh shoot, I should have shown you the diagram I have of kind of the hierarchy. You have media, which is your video or audio content. That's your media. Your media can be organized in folders. So I'm going to give you a perfect example. Let me show you all my video content that is for my membership goes in the membership folder. So we can automate this because we have Zoom connected to Searchie. So if I use Zoom's cloud storage, meaning after I finish a Zoom call, it's automatically available and uploaded to Zoom, I can connect Searchie with Zoom to pull that content in automatically. Or you could upload it. If you're the type that download it, and you can always upload it. But the automated way, and again, a lot of this is we want to find out ways to work smarter, not harder, is to automate a connection between Searchie and Zoom and pull that content into the folder or move it to the folder from a Zoom folder when you want. I also have a connection to my Facebook page. So this video that I'm doing right now, when I'm done, is going to get automatically pulled into Searchie. So I now have all of my Facebook Lives that I do every single week and have for, well, making it available in Searchie, I think it's been at least a year. And all of my Facebook Lives are indexed and searchable using Searchie. So there's a million different ways. If you have a podcast, you can connect your podcast. So the next episode that's published gets pulled into Searchie, and you can have a folder, or I'm going to tell you the next level, where you can have that content available. So once you have all these lovely folders, you can create what they call a playlist. So a playlist can be a single folder. It could be multiple folders. And what a playlist does, let me see if I can find, one that's got, oh, this is a good one. I got 104 files in this one. So let's take a little peek at what this one looks like. So this is going to be a playlist. And I apologize. I have been having my computer or my internet connection has been ungodly slow today. So, okay. I need Deanna Fenton here. Okay. I thought I would just go live here on my page. I do want to point out, we also have captioning. So it will also caption your videos. So you never have to worry about being providing accessibility for people that might be hearing impaired. So you also get captioning. Now, what I want to show to you is a couple things. One is, as I said, this is a playlist. So this was a playlist where I went ahead and have a number of videos that I identified as funnel building videos. And they're all listed here. So you could just click on any one of these to switch to watch that video. Now, the key part, the magic of Searchie, is this magnifying glass. And the magnifying glass is going to make it easy for you to search through all the transcriptions to get right to the video that's most important. So I'm just going to actually search for Searchie. And it's not found, but it's not found in that particular. That's funny. It's not found in there because I saw a video about Searchie in here. But let's just say funnel. And here you see it's pulled up. These are all the videos where funnel was mentioned. So we could talk here. This one was about going slow, self-liquidating offers and that type of thing. So you can see that you have tremendous capacity of creating a playlist by topic or a theme of some kind within Searchie. And then the other things I love about Searchie is you can copy a URL to this playlist and you can share the URL. So this is what I do with coaching clients. So for example, I do coaching one-on-one with people. When we finish our call, I have folders and then I have playlists for coaching clients. So they get their, I'm going to go back in here so you can see it. Like in Julie's case, she has 4 recordings in there and they're all transcribed. So after our coaching calls, if Julie comes back and says, what was it Deanna said about setting up the lead funnel? She can go into her own coaching calls, the recordings, and search and go directly to the recording where we talked about that particular topic. Now, the other beauty is you can embed this code. So we're going to get real quick into how I use this with Kajabi or how you could use this with Kajabi or any other site that will take iframe embed code. So you can embed this into a post. I could embed this into a Kajabi landing page. I could embed this into a Kajabi product post on my website as a blog. You know, I could take the individual recordings or the playlists and put them into another format or another way. Okay. I'm just going to stop for a second and come back here real quick because I had seen that there was a comment. Oh, it's Andrea. I don't know if Andrea is still here. Hi, Andrea. I hope you're still here. It's good to see you. Okay, awesome. Let's go back here and let's finish. So that was kind of the hierarchy. Now, what I also loved is Kajabi creates something called widgets. And widgets are a way that you can actually allow people access to search your content, and you can brand it and you can present it in a couple of different ways. So for example, for the membership, I include our membership content in the folder. I also include the Zoom content from my Facebook Lives because quite often that content is useful for my members as well. And I was able to go in and customize the screen that they would see when they search. So it's got the membership logo. I let them know you're searching the membership videos by keyword, and they have the search box. So very similar to what I showed you, I can give them a URL where they could just go to this page. They could do a search. The one I was talking about recently was Amazon affiliates, because we were talking about that over the last couple of months. Several of my members wanted to set up Amazon affiliate links on their Kajabi site. And you can see here, it goes directly to a Q&A call that was on June 1st. And it was at 1 hour and 8 minutes and 45 seconds. They click on it and they can go directly to where we talked about Amazon Associates. We also talked about it, looks like back in 2019. So there's a lot of content in here that they can go back and reference using this widget. Now, the other beauty, just like I told you, you can embed that code also. They had an additional feature, and I'm going to show you this live in a second, of a full height pop out widget that you can embed on Kajabi, or a floating pop out, a floating widget. And it's by adding this code, and there's a little, there's a little something to it to be able to add the code to a section on your page, and then putting this code on a button that says search the video content. And I'm going to show you this here right now. So this was Searchie for the longest time. A way to upload content, transcribe, index, create captions, and then different ways that you can use that content using folders, playlists, and widgets. So that's the way it's been for the longest time. Now, within the last, since last fall, now Kajabi has created hubs. So this is why I separate the two. Hubs is completely dependent on everything I just talked about, but everything I just talked about can be used without hubs, just so you know. This was intended, and it has done a very, very good job of eliminating one of the key objections of people in Tribe, which was they don't know tech, they are not familiar, they don't know what to use to give their members access to the content. So Hubs is a way of, it's like a little mini builder that you use the content from Searchie, the playlists. It has morphed into something more where you can tag, you can create an audience, you can tag and segment your audience to dictate what content they see. It is truly, truly amazing. I'm going to show you. I have a bad habit of playing with stuff. Oh, here, I know which one I can show you. The membership tech hub. So I have been tinkering with this as a tool, which my intent is one for teaching and another for maybe creating a different style of membership that is not specifically Kajabi related, but includes a lot of other tools that you need for a course or a membership. So you can see here, you can create this hero image. You can use this. You could create this as a big video banner image. You can put in little thumbnails like this, where you can link to a calendar, community, getting started. These would be primarily external hubs, but you can see up here, there is a menu where you can create like a playlist that would show what's new in the hub. And I apologize, this is probably not the best option to show you. I can show you. Where is my, I think I had kind of never played with this one. Nope. I think of the Facebook Lives I had done. Well, I can certainly show you the videos. So now what I can do is, oh, nice face, Deanna. I can have a section that pulls in the most recent videos. Now remember, this one is Searchie connected to my Facebook page. So as soon as, for example, as soon as I end this Facebook Live, this video is going to get added to this playlist right here. I went ahead and I started tagging my content. So if I talked about membership sites, these are all videos that were specific to creating membership sites. These were all the videos that were specific to Kajabi. And this one, I haven't gone back in and tagged, is, Searchie. So you could take this and then decide how you want to present your content this way. Okay, I know that was a ton. So let's go back to how do I use Searchie with Kajabi? So once again, remember I talked about all those things that you ideally have for a course or a membership. So Searchie does not have email marketing. It probably never will. Searchie does have it. Let me back up. Searchie Hubs doesn't have email marketing and probably never will. But Searchie Hubs does have the ability, using the tool called Zapier. I've done several videos about using Zapier to connect programs that don't normally work together. Zapier will connect Searchie Hubs with an email marketing platform, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, whatever you want to use. It doesn't have that. It has transactional emails, which means if somebody signs up, they get an automated email. But for your email marketing and communicating on a regular basis, you really can't do that right now, and probably never. Some people are trying to use Searchie Hubs as a website. I'm dubious about that for a lot of different reasons. And it's not just because, I use Kajabi. From an SEO perspective, if that's important to you, I don't know how effective that's going to be. At this point, Searchie Hubs is still pretty new, and they are constantly adding things. Don't get me wrong. They're doing great jobs and taking big steps to make it very flexible and even more easy to use. But I don't see blogging on it. I just don't, unless you're doing video blog. If you're a vlogger, it's probably aces. And you could attach a transcript as show notes for your vlog that people can download. So that could totally work. If you're strictly a video-based blogger, it probably could work great. Marketing and sales pages. There are some people doing that. I'm dubious. I'll just be honest. I'm dubious. So to say that Searchie Hubs is going to completely replace Kajabi, completely and only Searchie Hubs, no, it's just not going to happen. Those that I know may have gone away from Searchie. It was because gone away from Kajabi. It's because they were already using another email marketing tool. They were already using ActiveCampaign. They already had their website on WordPress, and they weren't utilizing the other things in Kajabi other than a content delivery platform. So for that, I could understand. But I love them together. And that's the part now I want to show you how having the two of them work together, I think, gives you the best of all possible worlds. So I can use it for my membership. I can use it for lead magnets. I could create a Searchie Hub if I wanted. And I might do this because I think delivering content in a different format than is normal or is commonly expected, I think can be very powerful. So if I was to do a challenge, for example, I could use a Kajabi pipeline called the Product Launch OVO template. And I've helped my members several times do this using that template for a pipeline. But I might throw in a Searchie Hub. But the end result is that's for a free or low-cost challenge. I'm still going to collect my money in Kajabi. I'm still going to connect the email to Kajabi to do my marketing and promotion and communication. And the end result of what I sell is the membership, which is still going to be on Kajabi. But I would use Searchie Hubs, that content delivery, to make it easy for people to be able to access the content. And, having said that, I also, while I've seen people go from Kajabi strictly to Searchie Hubs, I've seen other people that thought they were going to move their content off Kajabi, and they went to Searchie Hubs and they moved it back. It depends on your audience. It really does. And it depends on how you execute the transition also. What I've done with Kajabi and Searchie is, you see here the search all video content. So this is my membership dashboard. These are all, you can see I've got Q&A calls from 2019 through now. We have trainings that I've broken out by the section in Kajabi. If they click search all video content, remember I talked about widget? This is the Searchie widget that pops out. So right here, they can do all of their searching and pull up all the videos where a particular keyword was spoken, and they can go directly to the video and find their answer to what they're looking for. So utilizing that in Kajabi, I think, is a fantastic tool. Now, that little sucker is not necessarily mobile responsive. And it also does not work on the Kajabi mobile app. If your students and members are using the app on their phones, it's not going to work. But you know what works? Creating a post in your product and taking that widget and grabbing that embed code and pasting it into the Kajabi product box. And that means there's always two ways people can search. There's actually a third way, but my particular product theme does not support that. So I'm just going to show you, some people in their membership or courses have the navigation menu up here. Remember, I showed you that you can create a link, a URL to a Searchie playlist, and you could use that in the navigation, and it takes them off your Kajabi site, but it can open in a new tab, and they can search. They can search to their heart's content and view the content right there without really leaving your membership, theoretically. I mean, it's going to open in a new tab, but they're still right there with the membership part to it. And I apologize. Oh, Andrea's still here. Yay. So let me get it. I apologize. I had this stupid banner. One of these days I'm going to remember to keep the screen clear. So that's just an example. So again, I just wanted to talk about what is Searchie. Fantastic option. It has two components to it: extremely powerful video hosting, indexing, transcription, captioning, repository for your video content and audio content, and Searchie Hubs that takes all of that power of Searchie, creates a very easy to use builder with a builder that you can create a hub of that content very quickly and easily. I think putting Searchie with Kajabi is like peanut butter and jelly. I just think they work beautifully together, and it's an investment. Ain't gonna lie to you. I don't lie to you. It's not for the faint of heart, budget wise. But I think you really need to focus on, is this going to do two things? Is it going to really, really help your course and membership site, your course students, your members, to consume your content so that they get the greatest value from being in your course or your membership? Also, is it going to help reduce your support issues, the questions that you get, the hey, I know we talked about how to set up an Amazon associate store on Kajabi. When was that? They can go in and they can search on their own and find all the instructions and the content right there. So I love the two together. Hubs, because I'm a founder both of Kajabi and Searchie, I do tend to get in early on these platforms because I trust the people that are behind it and I see the vision of where they're going and I want to take advantage of it. I can have unlimited hubs. So, as I said, for something unique and a little different, I would use the Searchie Hub for a lead magnet, for a paid or free challenge. I mean, again, another way to package the content and make it easy, especially making it easy for people to get in there and consume. So I'd love to know, any of you watching on the replay, let me know with a hashtag replay and tell me what you think. Does Searchie sound exciting to you? What part is exciting? Searchie or Searchie Hubs or both? Can you see how they work hand in hand with Kajabi? And let me know. Let me know what you think. And if you have ideas, questions, topics that you'd like to see covered, I'm always open. I'm always looking to hear from you about what was going to give you the most value and, provide some help for you in this digital marketing world. So thank you so much for joining me or watching on the replay, and let me know what you think. And until next week, I'm Deanna Fenton, and have a great week, rest of the week.